Okay. Murmur, Murmus, Murmux, and the Damaniacus Vama to go with this practice is Avaz Navmaz Nafenfezave Afaz 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 Navmaz Nafenfezave. Okay. That's enough to give you the idea. EV, UZ, NV, MZ, NFI, NFI, SB, VI. So those are the 4 words in the chant. And so, as you see, both classified as a duke and as an earl, or a earl's also a count, isn't it? But that would be the Martian. And to give the O and A music symbolism, you got the C minor, the C major, the 3rd mode, and the hypophrygian are the Ionian. And I'll get to more of that later after, okay. Duke and Earl over 30 legions of fallen Trony. Oh, who was of a fallen Trony? Okay. Some say it's as a vulture with 2 ministers. The pseudo-demonarchia says philosophy of the absolutes. More commonly, okay, you got from the Order of Thrones and partially of the Order of Thrones and partially of the Order of Angels is the mythology there, with the appearance of a warrior riding a griffin with a ducal crown upon the head. Ducal crown, I think. Why can't I think of how to pronounce? But anyways, his ministers go before him with great trumpets sounding. People who worship this being turn to it for sounding philosophy to constrain dead souls before the exorcist, and sort of people think of Boon, Bifrons, and Murmur as sort of a trinity. Boon and Bifrons are supposed to move the bodies, and the Murmus is supposed to bring the soul of the being before you to answer questions if that's what you want. And counts or earls in the woods during the day are away from noise and people, and dukes are traditionally, in terms of the Goetia, are called in the first hour of the day in again, away from... Oh, if it's clear weather. Okay. And the tone of Mars is 144.72 hertz. And that's D, a 433.7 hertz, or 440 hertz, 25.1 centimeters. And 67.8 over 135.6 beats per minute, and that would actually put it at a D. And the traditional was between an A minor and a B minor, was the traditional tone attributed to Mars. So, different tone, a lot faster, the beat, and the incense that would be used is basil, nettle, galangalal, broom, onion, dragon's blood, garlic, pepperweed, cranesbill, ginger, sarsaparilla, cascarilla, holly, tarragon, coriander, honeysuckle, turmeric, menthol, woodruff, wormwood, and mustard. That would be the Martian incenses. And an example of the earth incenses would be ambergris, clover, dittany, ginseng, cardamom, parsley, sage, vervain, and of Ursi. And let me propose that rather than the symbolism of a duke, we're looking at the symbolism of earth. But that's the Martian message right there. And oh, by the way, that's a glass model of Mars. So, and what are we looking at here? Okay, 5:27 to 5:55 p.m. on Thursday, December 15th, 2011. And this was my first full-on operation for this one. I felt odd. My head became warm, and I grew energetic. I felt a presence behind the mirror. It showed itself by playing with the shadow about the mirror and the changes in movement in the aura of the mirror. And I was super calm. The side of me kept disappearing in the colorful clouds. I felt a rumbling deep inside me for a while as I continued to shed joyous tears. Strange blobs and patterns shook as I felt flutters of pleasure descend. I felt an electric tingling down to the very tips of my fingers and toes. I was then numb, but still feeling good. The next sensation I felt were those rolling flutters of pleasure. There was a double diamond-shaped white light that ascended from the dual candles on the right, the northeast. So, sort of that behind me, side of the altar. I sort of collapsed for a second or so as my muscles gave way. I felt moved at the mention of every renounced evil. My face, the chutz part, my face and chest still has movements of a pleasant flowing across it. With my dilated eyes, I am stilled. And so, the proto-Semitic script of the biblical Aramaic, actually Aramaic, not Hebrew. Hebrew is a medieval and onward language. Mur is bitter, weak, waterhead bitterness, bitterly, churred, angrily, discontented, heavy. Mri is bitter, rebellious, rebellion, rebel. Murmur, bitterness. Mr, bitter, bitterness, bitterly, choler, grieve, provoke, vex. Amr, weak, languish, feeble. Mar, irritate, fretting, pricking. Mahar, hurry, purchase, haste, swift, quick, soon, speed, headlong, rash, fearful, ready, short, straightway, suddenly, endow, quickly, speedily, hastily. Maher actually ends up being the term for the dowry later on in later Semitic languages. Mahir, ready, diligent, hasting. Muhar, dowry. Mur, exchange, change, remove. Mur. Yimur, exchange, change, boast. And the next step, obviously, would be to go, what's my next experience in this regard? And let's turn to 2012. And before I go share more language stuff, it was December 17th. And okay, I didn't use all the selections from there, but from the Quran, the extra verses used were 1288 through 102, 1736 through 44, 27, 29 through 44, 47, 81, 20 through 29, 85, 15, 41, 21 through 29, and didn't use Shemut, 16, from Tanakh, 16 through 6 through 8, Hosea 9, Yahusha, 9 through 15 through 27, Psalm 106, 27 through 33, Mattathias, 20, Matthew 21 through 16, John 6, 20 through 626 through 63, 7 and 731 through 32. I did use the Apocalypse 6.9 through 11 and 19.1 through 20 through 15. 1 Corinthians 10, 9 through 10. Philippians 2, 12 through 18, and Jude 1, 14 through 16. Okay, what time was it? 5:49 through 7:18. I saw a green, flat, but twisted and curvy like a glass sheet. While hot, I felt a presence in the south. It wasn't in this room, by the way. I felt really sensitive and warm. I saw a blue glow. I trembled as I rumbled deep inside. My face and extremities went limp each of 3 times. A rushing of euphoria wiped over me. Each of those. Later, I saw a spiky sphere of blue and green spikes. There was some yellow mist in the upper mirror. The hypersensitivity left completely at 7:44 p.m. So 26 minutes later, after finishing, my eyes did that twitch they do when they undilate. Now, that's actually not as universal, but that's... I may find more experiences later, but let's see here what some Latin. Mario, to be sad or mournful, to mourn, grieve. Maror, mourning, sadness, grief. Maeor, maeores, a verb of large. Mare, the sea, sea water, salt water. Maria, Mariata, a town and lake near Alexandria, Egypt. Mariaticus, Mariatic, an Egyptian, okay. Or Egyptian, okay. Maredis, an African. Marmor, marble, a piece wrought. Marble, the bright, the mouth surface of the sea. Marble pavement, stone in general. Marmoreas, made of, consisting of marble. Marble like a marble, okay. Mormir, an unknown fish in Pontus. Mox, soon or immediately. Mysteria, secret rites, secret worship of a deity, divine mysteries. So interesting stuff there. Murmus, a town or city wall. Okay, let's look at some Greek. Murmux, ant. Moikos, adulterer. Murmur, ezo. Be anxious, be thoughtful, ponder, devise. Murmurs, startling, horrible, dreadful. Merismos, dividing, distributing, separation. Meramis, string, chord. Myrame, receive as one's share. Oh, some say murmur is noise or trumpet or whisper. Maka, combat, fight, battle, battlefield, single combat, quarrel. Marmar, Olga, dazzling brightness, trembling, motion. Omar Maros, stone rack marble. Marmaros, sparkling. Marmaros, Marmarois, sparkling, glistening. Marmero, sparkling, glistening beam. Mixais, mixing, sexual intercourse. And is there anything more in the Greek or Latin? A low murmuring is murmuri, ilum, and murmuro is to murmur, grumble, and mus is a mouse or rat. Okay, that's enough there, but there's some Egyptian, and before I go into that, we got murmuret, murmoxen, Pernsuthimus, okay, murmasha, murmus, murmjat, murmasha, Okay, that's quite difficult. So let's turn here and let's look at some of these. And we got Murmurit is a port master, a harbor master. Okay, Murmoxen Pernsuten Mustu. Okay, I said the wrong. And that would be chief of the royal cabinet. Okay. Lemhere. I don't know. My Coptic's rusty. Commander of an army, and in the Egyptian that would be Masha'a. Okay, that would be also mean a general. And Murmusantea is overseer of the blacksmiths. Murmasha'a commander-in-chief, a title of the priest of Mendes. Murmusantea is overseer of the blacksmith. I already said that one. Murmujat, overseer or keeper of the books. Okay. So that is that for that. And we should close with, okay, what's... Okay. And a Zerite stone, because we're looking at the 29th author of the Enochian system. And let me turn to the right page. And what side do we want to look at? Yeah, there's some Zerite there. And Sloan 3131 is going to be the source. Okay. Oh, you heavens which dwell in the 29th author, the Aethyr of the mercy of heaven, ability energized by movement, the merciful, the opener, the only self-known, mighty in the parts of the earth, and execute the judgment of the highest. To you descend, behold the face of your God, the beginning of comfort, whose eyes are as the brightness of the heavens, which provided you for the government of the earth, and her unspeakable varieties, furnishing you with a powerful understanding to dispose all things according to the providence of him that sitteth on the holy throne, and rose up in the beginning, saying, the earth, let her be governed by her parts, and let there be division in her, that the glory of six may be always drunken and vexed in itself. Her courses let it run with the heavens, and as a handmaid let her serve them. One season let it confound another, and let there be no creature upon or within her the same. All her members let them differ in their qualities, and let there be no one creature equal with another. The reasonable creatures of the earth, men, let them mix and weed out one another. And the dwelling places, let them forget their names. The work of man and his pomp, let them be defaced. His buildings, let them become caves for the beast of the field. Confound her understanding with darkness, for why it repenteth me I made man. One while let her be known, and another while a stranger, because she is the bed of an harlot, and the dwelling place of him that is fallen. O you heavens, arise, the lower heavens underneath you, let them serve you. Govern those that govern, cast down such as fall, bring forth with those that increase, and destroy the rotten. No place let it remain in one number, add and diminish until the stars be numbered. Arise, move and appear before the covenant of his mouth, which he has sworn unto us in his justice. Open the mysteries of your creation, and make us partakers of undefiled knowledge. Madrax des brav reacies vastrium nodraxte gumstiam mikausanir kaus goldfish Odfifis bausis rasiada non goholim mikmadoyan mariaud bleorm sabauna kis Lucifiteas peripsodas abrasa nungav netaib caus geotilabad hahatam blues to ad non sub gimmick nungav Gimmikalzomal Rasentofglomarb Yareyadoigo Torzulp Yaudav Gohol Kauskat Abord Sanir Christias Your boy Bus der Tilmno unpaid or spa Odurne Zlenail Zaptil Parnge Peripsax Otakorles Boapis Lanib of Kosimp O Christias Agtotorn Mirka Theobelilton Paumben Dilsmo Aspian Christias Anglatoltorn Parachas Paraok Asiem chordsis dod polod fifth asles nan ud farget Bamsum was kunis bro
walks tonug Ors catbal no asme tangis le with mang unkeump tilbors bagli mo old chords is la capena o ixom maxip od kakogasanga sabagrin pete anda babylon od vargat telog movim madreax Tozu adrax orocha abo apret abaore preas artabats adrapan gurs tadobix yol cambreas quasior quasab kating repair paux saga core vmalone pardzar kakarg Avi Kormpat Tor Zabzakar Zamranaspat Sibsebat Mana de Surzas Teabaltan Odo Kikleka Udo Zazma Plaple Eadnaman. Now, diagonally, sort of before me, from the southwest to the northeast, were silverly lines that I was looking through. A vibration from crown to tailbone, kind of a driving down and then staying. I'm feeling a presence in the south. And that's it for this.